Well, good morning from sunny Phoenix, Arizona. I live right here at the foot of North Mountain. It's a nice little neighborhood that goes back to the 1950s. That's my lady friend's RV right over there. And it's just another beautiful day in Arizona. I want to tell you about a device that I'm going to buy two of. They're made by a company called the Magneto guys in the UK, and they are a valve that goes in line right about here is where I'm going to mount it. Cutting this, splicing it in, and it's about the size of a square 50-cent piece. This is a 75, so it doesn't need it. I'm just using it as an example. Right now I have this 75, this 74, I believe it is, yep. And a 72, and then my 74 over there. I'm going to order two of these oil valves because they're really interesting. They turn the oil off manually, which is usually a very dangerous thing because chances are sooner or later you're going to forget to turn the oil on and blow up your engine. The good news is these valves have a electrical circuit in them, and you run the ignition wire to the valve and out of the valve up to your ignition system. You can't start the bike with the valve in the off position. So it's foolproof. I've heard it said that you can make things foolproof, but you can't make them damn foolproof. These are really on that second cusp. If you can't start the bike, you can't damage it. So the oil valve, when turned in the off position, will prevent the oil from draining down into the sump, and at the same time turn off the ignition. One of my commenters mentioned he just leaves his ignition switch on all the time and uses the oil valve as on-off to the bike, because with the valve turned off, the bike is turned off. When the oil valve is turned on, the bike is turned on. So basically the oil valve becomes your ignition switch, which is kind of clever. So anyway, the company in England, the UK, has asked me for the dimensions of the ID of the tubing that we're going to be splicing into. So I'm going to measure it and then send them an email and a purchase order for 2 units. And I may put 1 unit into this bike, which we're having problems getting to not wet sump, and keep the other one for show and tell, and see if anybody else wants to buy it. I'll just put it in stock. So here are a brace of Nortons. Can you believe it? 1, 2, 3, 4 here. This one's mine. And then on the lift today, we have a nice Triumph 750. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to measure the OD of the oil fitting here, which will be the ID of the tube going to it, and I'll be right back. Okay, so as I said, this is a 75. It doesn't need the valve, but on the other hand, it's the easiest one for me to get to do this measuring. So this is the tube, the oil going into the motor. This is where the new valve is going to be spliced in, right about here. That's about, I'd say about 3 inches of room to splice it in, and it looks like it'll fit very nicely. So let's measure this tube. And it measures out to 9.77 millimeters. Let's call it 10 millimeters. And if we convert to inch, it comes out to 3.385 of an inch. Let's double check that just for grins. Yep, 0.385 of an inch. So the OD of this pipe right here is the same as the ID of this pipe right here, which is what they asked me. I'm going to buy their version of the switch that has 2 female fittings, and they're going to supply me with the fittings that are necessary to mate with this tubing. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to post this video and send them a purchase order for 2 units, one of which we'll probably put into this black bike here because we're having trouble solving the wet sumping problem, and the other one just to have in stock for people to look at, feel, and fondle, and maybe sell. So anyway, this is my shop, and I'm going to now, isn't that a pretty bike? That's my bike. And then over here is my little Triumph, 500cc Triumph. These are my two bikes. I happen to like red and gold. So anyway, this is the news from Phoenix, Arizona, here on Griswold Road. And I will post this video, and then I'm going to come out here and do a little final tune-up on this Triumph so I can return it to its client. And then I will probably start working on this yellow one next. And that's the way it is here on Griswold Road. Well, here's the information on the company that I've been talking about in this in the video. They're called the Magneto guys, and they primarily rebuild magnetos for all kinds of vehicles, including vintage. And they also do this very interesting oil cutout switch. This, I'm going to buy the female to female version, and they say they can give me the adapters that'll go into the oil line. This is what it looks like from the side with the lever. The lever shuts off the oil flow and shuts off the ignition. And they do it with contacts on the side of the switch that get wired in. Very simple, in and out. And they give you a little wiring diagram and another wiring diagram, depending on how you're doing it. And they're good guys. So I'm going to order 2 of these things and for evaluation. So anyway, there's the information. The Magneto guys. If you're interested, contact them.